So let me tell you a story about how I lost a client that pays us over 500K every month. And this is due to lack of proper communication. And I'm hoping you'll be able to learn one or two from this story. Before I go on, my name is Larry and I run one of the best studios in Lagos for your podcast or live music experience. You can just send me a DM. This client comes to my studio every month for an event and background. Because this person does it every month, we don't have to always get payments. You get sometimes he might pay before the next event and sometimes he might pay after. But it's never like too far from the dates. Maybe some days before, some days after, and we're good. Fast forward to this to some months later, close to a year later, and he wanted to upscale the size of what he was doing. He wanted to make it bigger. He told me, "Okay, Larry, I'll be using another venue so that I can make it better, but I still want your services. The only difference is just that we'll not be using your own studio, be using another place that's not a studio, but we're able to just do a much bigger stuff." Like, I gave him our quotes and he said he'll get back to me. So because he's a monthly client, I hardly check up on him. And this was another service entirely. So I just assume I'll get back to you. It might mean so many things. It might be your price is too much. I'll get back to you. We are not doing the event. It can mean so many things. And I should have been able to ask, what does this mean by I'll get back to you? Does that mean we are working on this event? Or what does it mean? But I didn't ask. So I just assumed if you get back to me, get back to me. So the some days later, he called me and he said, "Larry, tomorrow is my event, and hope you are ready." Tomorrow is your event. Wow, we only discussed about it. I did not put it in my itinerary because I you said you get back to me. So, and I already booked two people to use our studio. So the caveat is that I'll be able to pick some things from the studio and use it at his events. And those are some audio gears, not camera gears. I was supposed to also provide camera services. And when he said tomorrow, I didn't want to disappoint him. So I made some calls. I was like, "Hello, please, can I get this and that?" And when I checked the sum of what I was getting, normally it's easier for you to charge a certain amount because you own the gear. But when you're renting it from somebody else, it might times two the price, especially when it's not like a date to the event. So the price was almost at par with what I charged them. But now I'll have to do double the work. I have more people because it's just a day to the event. And this is going to cost more. So I was able to I reached out to him and said, sir, the issue now is that when you said you get back to me, I didn't know you meant to still do the event, plus you didn't make any payment. Normally, as I said, he's always making payment before or after, but that was for his studio usage. Now it's another scope of the event. So you didn't make payment, so I didn't write it down. And he was like, what do I mean I didn't write it down? I was like, no problem, I'll still cover the event, but yeah, it has to come at an extra charge because I'm going to rent in everything from somebody else. And I'm going to be hiring more people because my own staff will be working in the studio and I have to get reinforcement. And he was angry, like, I know, why would I say such? Why will he just be planning an extra charge for an event? So, some things to note. I should have been able to communicate better that the fact that we discussed about this and the fact that we had the standing agreement for other services does not mean that that agreement covers this current service. So one, I could have been able to communicate that better and not lose that money. And two, you should have also been able to make commitments for that date. And he opted out of working with us on that service and every other service, which I understand, and also gaslighted us into saying he didn't know we are such a person or such a brand, which I was also angry at. Like, you didn't pay for it, so you can't be angry for something you have not paid for and we didn't deliver for when you didn't practically lock it down. So if you're a creative out there and you have a client reaching out to you to book you for an event or book you for anything, make sure you get and you state clearly what the client is getting and also what you're offering. Let them also know clearly that you're only discussing with them, and until a payment is made, you do not have any commitment to them. So if you learn something from this, don't forget to like, share with a friend, and also let me know in the comment section, have you ever been in such situations and how did you handle it?